portion, Durvasa Rishi gets upset with Indra because he wasn't able to respect the Maha Garden given by him, and then there comes a battle between demons and demigods, and demigods lose the battle, and then they go to Supreme Personality of Godhead for help, and that's where the idea of churning the milk ocean will kind of is given by the Lord, where they get the nectar of immortal. After getting the nectar of immortal, they fight with demons, but again the result of the nectar was very limited, and the demons were revived by Shukracharya because of the Brahmanical potency he had, and the Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya that he got from Lord Shiva. He revived Bali Maharaj and whoever lost their life on the battlefield. So demons were again very strong because of the blessings of the Brahmanas, and wherever Brahmanas are involved and Gau is involved, Supreme Personality of Godhead do not interfere in that. And that's why Krishna suggested them just wait for the right time. This time is not favorable for you. At the same time, when Diti sees her son's kind of sufferings, Diti, the mother of demigods, when she sees her sons without shelter, without home, so she wanted to kind of do her duty as a mother, and she was requesting Kashyapa Muni that if she can do something to help his sons to regain their opulence again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the mini class. Okay, now.
Hare Krishna. So, 16th chapter name is Executing the Payavrata Process of Worship. So, when, as Antarshru explained, Aditi was morose, like because of her children, demigods, because they lost their position and demons got their position. So, she was worried about that. So, that's why she was worried. And then Kashyapa Muni, his husband, came back and he saw the ashram. So, the ashram was really silent and there was nothing happening much. So he asked is everything going well? Are you giving donations? Are you performing donations to brahmanas and cows as well? Everything is going well? And then she said, yes, I'm doing everything. It just I'm thinking about my sons. And then because of that thing, Kashyapa Muni was worried. And then he said to Aditi, you should pray to Narayana, Janardana. So she started praying, and then he also started praying. So because of Kashyapa Muni, his sadhana, so Lord Brahma appeared. So he told him about the Payavrata Varat. It is 12 days in which you have to be on only milk, and you have to follow the strict sadhana during the day. And even if there is a small particle of dust, it will get on you. You have to take bath in a flowing river, not in a normal shower. So that was really difficult. And after completing that, on the next chapter, 17th chapter, the Lord appeared in front of Aditi. So after seeing that, Aditi was really speechless, and she just did pranams, and then after that she asked for the boom, like, can you please give my sons back, the heavenly planets? And then Lord said, I can't, because the demigods, they are doing a lot of donations to brahmanas, and I can't go against the brahmanas. So that was the thing. So yeah, so Prabhu, you wanna go deep some?
Yes. So there are a couple of verses, as Prabhu mentioned, that after Aditi was in great sorrow, and Kashyap Muni explained him about how to do Pyovrata. So there were some verses and there were some techniques and some of the things that you have to do in Pyovrata. Not only just having a fast, no, you have to do bhajan, you have to do worship, you have to do deity worship. And for example, in 8:16:40, if we can pull up the verse, it is mentioned that if one can afford to, one should offer the deity fine rice boiled in milk with clarified butter and molasses. While chanting the same original mantra, one should offer all this to the fire. So, as I was reading this, so I didn't know what this was, like fine rice boiled with milk and clarified butter. Then I did chat GPT with the verse, and it was kheer. So it was Kashyap Muni was suggesting in a way that we should worship none other than our Khirchur Gopinath in this form, because he's offered kheer every time, every day. And in one more verse where he's talking about how to pay obeisances and how to worship Lord, it is very important to know how to pay obeisances. Some of the devotees, they do push-up method, just go down and come up. So it is written here, thereafter one should, it is 8:16:42. Thereafter one should silently murmur the mantra 108 times and offer prayers to the Lord for his glorification. Then one should circumambulate the Lord, and finally with great delight and satisfaction offer obeisances falling straight like a rod. There are also rules and regulations when we offer our obeisances. We have to be happy, we have to be delight, we have to be grateful. And then when we pay obeisances, then we have to offer prayers, and not in this, when we offer obeisances, we don't have to murmur the prayers, we have to offer it loudly. And eyes should be open. And first of all, we should look at the deities. First look at the deities and then pay obeisances. Not just, when the door opens, don't just stand like this and play obeisances. First look at the deities whom you are paying the obeisances, and then pay the obeisances. And one more thing in pure vrata that I have noticed, that glories of serving prasad. It is not just you do a vrata or you do chanting. No, glories of serving prasad to the devotees. In actually 4 or 5 verses, he again and again mentioned Kashyap Muni that offer prasad to devotees. You are doing, how beautiful it is. You are doing vrata, but you offer prasad to devotees every day. For example, in text 41, it is mentioned, Niveditam tad bhaktaya. Nived. You have to offer prasad to devotees. Then again in text 43, Bhojayet Vipran. Vipran means Vipra, Brahmans. Bhojayet. You offer food to Vipran. Then again in text 46, Brahmanas Chapi Bhojayet. Again, he's mentioning again and again. So I was remembering His Grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhu, how he always serve the prasadam to the devotees, and then when everyone is satisfied, yes, and then he takes the prasadam. So yeah, glories of serving prasadam is very significant. And one of the last things that it's really beautiful in this verses where Kashyap Muni is instructing. It is from 8:16:53. Anybody want to read? Jai Prabhu.
One should satisfy the spiritual master, Acharya, who is very learned in Vedic literature, and should satisfy his assistant, known as Hota, Udgata, Adhavaryu, and Brahma. One should please them by offering them clothing, ornaments, and crafts. This is the ceremony called Vishnu Aradhana, or worship of Lord Vishnu.
Yes, so how beautiful it is. Vishnu, what is Vishnu Aradhana? Not only worshipping Vishnu, not only chanting. Here it is described what is Vishnu Aradhana. One should satisfy the spiritual master. That's Vishnu Aradhana. And who is very learned in Vedic literature and should satisfy his assistant priests. It's very important to satisfy spiritual master and his servants. when we are satisfying other devotees, when we are satisfying proper disciples, when we are following the rules and regulations, what they told us to do, then we are not only doing Guru Puja, but we are also doing Vishnu Aradhana. And yesterday, His Grace Amlahinam Prabhu, he quoted one verse of Krishna Vannam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagya Sankirtana Prayar Jajanti Sumedasa. Krishna Vannam Tusha Krishnam. He comes, but not in a blackish form. Krishna Vannam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam. Sang, I was reading the word to word translation. Sang upang. Upang means associates. The servants is just like his own body. Upang. So it's how beautiful how servants are recognized as upang. It is just his limbs, but separated limbs of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah, can we go to the word-to-word translation of Sa? Yes, so Sa means along with associates, and Upang, servitors. So Upang literally means like separated limb, Upang. So it is very beautiful. And that's what we do. Whenever somebody asks you, what you do in ISKCON, like what is ISKCON, what do you do? 18, talk in Shastras, 88, 16, 53. We satisfy spiritual master, we satisfy his assistants, we praise spiritual master and offer them clothing, ornaments, cows. And this ceremony, and we do Vishnu Aradhana. That's what we do in ISKCON. So yes, these were some of the prayers. And now he will continue the chapter 17.
So there is one more thing from this chapter, like Payavrata Vart. Someone know the another name of Payavrata Vart? It's Sarva Yagna. So Payavrata Vart is also followed in Kali Yuga as Krishna consciousness movement. So they do for only 12 days, we do 365 days. Yeah. And our Payavrata Vart is more into serving prasadam and opening temples of hundreds and thousands, like as Prabhupada mentioned. Yeah. So in 17th chapter, as Lord appeared in front of him in yellow garments, bearing a conch shell, disc, and club and lotus in his four hands. And Lord couldn't give position back to demigods, as I mentioned, because of that thing. And so that's why Lord gave him a boon. I can take birth as your son, as Vamandev. So as soon as he disappeared, Kashyapa Muni got something in his body. He felt that Lord appeared in his body. And then after some time, Vamanadev appeared. And first of all, he appeared as a normal human being. And then after few seconds or few minutes, then he changed into Raf. So he changed his incarnation. And when he just born, he was first initiated. He doesn't have to take initiation, first of all. And then after changing his form, so he took second initiation. It's like Brahman initiation. So then he took Kamandala and everything. So after that, when Bali Maharaj was recalled from Shukracharya, so he was performing the yagna, and it was the 100th one, right? So they were performing, and it was, if that will be fulfilled, then nothing can happen after that. So that's why Bali Maharaj went there, and even though, Vamanadev went there, so there was no invitation, nothing. He just went, and then everyone saw his effulgence, and everyone paid obeisances first. So Bali Maharaj came with his wife, and he washed the Lord's feet, and they drink that. It's like the purest Ganga water ever, if we say, because the normal Ganga which we have, it's so old, and it's only touched by the nail of Lord, and that is like he just washed purely his water, his lotus feet. Then he drank it. So after drinking that, his heart literally get cleansed. He's get heart transplanted, if we say, yeah. So that was the thing. So after that, even if Shukracharya says, you don't have to give this, Vamanadev was asking for the three steps of land, and then Shukracharya already knew, oh, this is Lord, and then he was like, oh, this is going to be crazy if he'll give anything, then what about me? What about me? What will I get? Right? That was the thing. So then he was doing a lot of things. Please don't give. He was mentioning in so much verses. So, Prabhu, you wanna discuss something? 17 and 18.
Okay. Yes, after describing what is Payovrata and after she following all the rules, regulations, serving Brahmanas, then Vamanadev appears, as Prabhu mentioned, and when he appeared, there is one verse, 8:17:8, and in 8:17:8, in the first line of the shloka, it is Yagyesh Yagya Purusha Chuta Tirthapad. It's very beautiful word, Tirthapad. Lord is described as Tirthapad. What means at whose lotus feet stand all the holy pilgrimages. Tirthapad. That's why he's known as Tirthapad. Immediately, one more name that we remember of similar is, any name you remember after, huh? Yeah, yes, Prabhupada. So it's Tirthpad. Lord is known as Tirthpad, which means every Tirth is situated, everywhere he goes, it is Tirtha. It is situated in his feet. And Prabhupada, and every Mahabhagavad that we know, every Srila Prabhupada disciples, he's known as Prabhupada. Every Prabhu, we say, Prabhu, every Prabhus are situated in his feet. Prabhupada, wherever he goes, yes.
It's Prabhupada, technically it's Pad, or it's Pad, because as far as I know it's Pad, that we pronounce Pad. No, it's Pad.
It's Pad.
No, here it's Pad, but when we call Prabhupada, it's Prabhupada.
No, this is Prabhupada.
And Pad are like different, it's okay.
Oh, yes. But it's Pad. Okay. Prabhupada. Yes. It's some of almost similar Prabhupada and Prabhupada. And in 18:17:10, verse number 10, when Vamanadev appears, anybody want to read text number 10 if we have it?
Which one?
11:17:10.
11:17:10.
Oh, sorry, 8:17:10. Anybody want to read Sanskrit one first? Okay, I will read Sanskrit and then we will read. Ayu param vapurabhishtam tulya lakshmi. Tulya lakshmi. Dyor bhurasaha sakala yog gunastri vargah. ज्ञानं च केवलमनन्तः भवन्ति तुष्टात् त्वतो नृणां किमु स्नप्न जयदिराशिः. Yes, translation, anybody? Jai Prabhu? Yes?
O unlimited one, if your lordship is satisfied, one can very easily obtain a lifetime as long as that of Lord Brahma, a body either in the upper, lower, or middle planetary systems. Unlimited material opulence, religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses, full transcendental knowledge, and the 8 yogic perfections. What to speak of such petty achievements as conquering one's rivals?
Yes. It is generally mentioned it is a myth that we see. We say that when Krishna takes all our wealth, when Krishna devotees, they're not generally well off, and when we see Shiva devotees, they're well off. And Krishna also mentioned it. Then when somebody worship me with great heart, and if it's my special mercy that I take everything. But it is also, see, in this verse, it is stated that a Krishna Bhakta, a devotee of Krishna, can achieve anything, but he doesn't want to. That's another thing. But yes, he can get Brahma's position. He can get body in either planets, and there was very beautiful shloka or a kavita, a poem, which I heard a long back ago, which goes like the three lines. सात गाठ को पिन में अरु भाजी बिन लून जाके हृदय रघुबर बसे इंद्र बापुरो कोन, which means सात गाठ को पिन में, we have, what do you call it, kopin, like a loin cloth. Saat गाठ means 7 knots. The devotee that he is talking about, he's Krishna Bhakta, and what he has, he's so poor that he has knots. He doesn't even have money to buy anything. He has just one cloth, and in that also he have knots. Saat ghat ko pin mein aru bhaji bin loon. And how he's eating without salt, and anything he's getting, he's so poor. And saat ghat ko pin mein aru bhaji bin loon jaake hirde raghubar base. But his heart is filled with love of Krishna, love of Raghubir, love of Shri Ram. Indra Bapurukon. He doesn't even look at Indra. He's so poor. Just imagine what kind of pleasure he's getting, that he's not even looking at Indra. And with the material eyes, we can see he's so poor. But no, he's even rejecting the position of Indra. And we can say, it's very easy. Yesterday also, His Grace Amogila Prabhu, Amla Hinam Prabhu, yes, he was mentioning that we don't want mukti. It is very, first of all, we don't know what mukti is. If we will just even know the tinge of bit what mukti is, like, oh my God, yes, we want mukti. It's very easy to say, we don't want Indra's position, Indra Bapurogon. We want Krishna Bhakti. But when we see what Indra gets, how many apsaras are there, but when we, what is Indra? When we, and almost everybody want to get married, right? This feeling of, when I come home, there will be a wife, and they're like, please have some food. I feel, yeah, okay. We'll have that, and we can, vice versa, that feeling of, yes, I am the man of the house, or that is that wealth, we want wealth. That is Indra, so that is a small portion of Indra, and we want that, and we say, no, Indra, we don't want. This is just a flicker of Indra's glories, the opulence that Indra have, and we want that in this material world. And what we say, oh, we don't want Indra. No, we don't know what Indra is. That's what we are saying. And similarly, first of all, know what when we do Guru Puja, that's why it is important to know Guru. That's why it is very important to know Shastras. And just look at the time. Oh my God. Yes, so it is very important to, if we know the true glories of Krishna Bhakti, then we will be able to surpass all this. And as His Holiness Gaur Gobind Swami Maharaj says, Mukhe boli, just murmuring through mouth, I don't want. But inside we all want this opulences, we all want, to be a special one, to be this and that. That is Indra, and we all want Indra. Okay. And there is one very beautiful verse in 8:17.
Mohan is doing a lot of hard work today.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody want to read translations?
Here.
Yeah.
Yet because I have been satisfied by the activities of your home, O goddess Aditi, I must find some means to favor you. For worship of me never goes in vain, but certainly gives the desired result according to what desires. Results.
Yes, yet because I have been satisfied by all activities of your vow, O goddess Aditi, I must find some means to favor you. For worship of me never goes in vain, but certainly gives the desired results according to what one deserves. So here Krishna reconfirms that worship to me again and again, his devotees, and Krishna is again and again reconfirming worship to me never goes in vain. You might think, I'm worshipping, it's been years, what will happen to me? What will happen to me? But no, it never. There is a reason that he's telling never goes in vain. But because he knows that devotees sometimes may feel, disheartened. That's why reassurance that no, it never goes in vain. I remember a very beautiful example that and worship to his devotees also never goes in vain. We were reading a book of Gurdas Prabhu, yes, yesterday. In that, Sanatan Dhan Prabhu was mentioning that once Srila Prabhupada was in flight and he was watching Charlie Chaplin movie. And Charlie Chaplin, and he was looking at it, and of course, in a Krishna consciousness way, later he said, see, this is a very small amount of laughter and humor, what it is compared to Golok Vrindavan Dham. And that just small act of Charlie Chaplin. And then Sanatan Dhan Prabhu said that later on when some people met his wife, his wife told the devotees that at the last stage of Charlie Chaplin's life, he was reading Bhagavad Gita. From just he pleased Prabhupada just by acting. He was not distributing books, just pleasing a little that pure devotee. He got such benefit. So we have to have faith that even if Charlie Chaplin doing absolutely nothing, he's getting Prabhupada mercy. Why? Because he made Prabhupada laugh a little. We're distributing his books. But just because we don't have that relation, we don't have that sambandh, we are distributing his books. How great is that? How much Prabhupada is smiling, looking at us that we are distributing his books. And if Charlie Chaplin can, get this ultimate benefit of reading Bhagavad Gita at last stages of life, what we will get. But we have to have faith. Just faith. I was listening to a lecture that last one. I was listening to a lecture. What is our we do chanting, right? We do Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What is our goal of doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra? What is we sadhan and sadhya. Sadhana of chanting and sadhya. What is the aim? Anybody? Okay.
Chant with love.
Chant with love? Yes. Yeah. And?
Going back to God.
Okay. Anybody?
Service.
Yes. Oh, yes. So sadhana is chanting, and sadhya is chanting. Goal is chanting. We are doing, and when we do something, we want something. So we are doing chanting to do more chanting. Yes. I forgot the connecting point, but yes, we do chanting to do more chanting. That is very important. And then, yes, chapter 18, 19, and 20 will be continued.
18 is done, it's okay. So, chapter 19. Yeah. Lord Vamanadev begs charity from Bali Maharaj, the 3 lands of steppe, what he wants. Shukracharya pressurized Bali Maharaj to not give charity to Vamanadev according to his asks. Because he knows he is Lord, he is going to ask everything. And what he will get then? He also wants something, na? Yeah. Commission, yeah. Because he is his Guru, yeah. But Bali Maharaj's heart was cleansed. heart transplanted after drinking the purest Ganga water, that he was agreed to sign the agreement that he will donate whatever Vamana Dev will ask. So when Bali Maharaj saw Vamana Dev, he was saying, I can give you this, I can give you this hotel, I can give you this motel, okay? And I can give you this land, I can give you this jewels. But then he was like, no, I'm Brahmana, I just want a little bit, 3 steps of land, that's it. And then Shukracharya was so worried at that time. He was like, what should I do, right? Like, if he gives everything, then nothing is in my pocket. No, at that time there was no kurtas. So, but yeah, nothing in his house. Yeah, so he was worried about that thing. So, but Bali Maharaj was like, it's okay, I'll sign the agreement. And after signing the agreement, it's done. So then 20th chapter, we'll skip 19th chapter, okay? It's done. And then 20th chapter, Bali Maharaj surrenders the universe. Okay, you wanna go ahead?
No, you can.
You can give summary and then I can. You can give summary, just summary.
Of
20th chapter.
20th chapter, okay. Can we pull up the summary of 20 chapter? Stop me. Huh? Aye. Yes. Bali Maharaj surrenders the universe. You know. Anybody want to read?
Yes.
Monli Prabhu.
It's okay.
You want to read?
You want it?
No, go ahead.
The summary of this 20th chapter is as follows. Despite this knowledge that Lord Vamana was cheating him, Bali Maharaj gave everything to the Lord in charity, and thus Lord extended his body and assumed a gigantic form as Lord Vishnu. After hearing the instructive advice of Shukracharya, Bali Maharaj became contemplative, because it is the duty of a householder to maintain the principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. Bali Maharaj thought it improper to withdraw his promise to the Brahmachari. To lie or fail to honor a promise given to a Brahmachari is never proper, for lying is the most sinful activity. Everyone should be afraid of sinful reactions to lying, for Mother Earth cannot even bear the weight of the sinful liar. The spreading of a kingdom or empire is temporary. If there is no benefit for general public, such expansion has no value. Previously, all the kings and emperors expanded their kingdoms with a regard for the welfare of people in general. Indeed, while engaged in such activities for the benefit of the general public, eminent men sometimes even sacrifice their lives. It is said that one who is glorious in his activities is always living and never dies. Therefore, fame should be aim of life, and even if one becomes poverty-stricken for the sake of good reputation, that is not a loss. Bali Maharaj thought that even if this Brahmachari, Vamandev, were Lord Vishnu, if the Lord accepted his charity and then again arrested him, Bali Maharaj would not envy him. Considering all these points, Bali Maharaj finally gave in charity everything he possessed.
Lord Vamandev then immediately extended himself into universal body. By the mercy of Lord Vamandev, Bali Maharaj could see that the Lord is all-pervading and that everything rests in his body. Bali Maharaj could see Lord Vamandev as the supreme Vishnu wearing a helmet, yellow garments, the mark of Srivatsa, the Kospa jewel, a flower garden, and the ornaments decorating his entire body. The Lord gradually covered the entire surface of the world, and extending his body, he covered the entire sky. With his hands he covered all directions, and with his second footstep he covered the entire planetary system. Therefore, there was no vacant place where he could take his third footstep.
So, in this chapter, it's like Bali Maharaj surrenders the universe. Bali Maharaj was the king of universe at that time. So, in 80.20.4, there is mentioned, there is nothing more sinful than untruthfulness. Because of this, Mother Earth once said, I can bear any heavy thing. except a person who is a liar. So that's why Bali Maharaj didn't lie at that time. He was not following Shukracharya. He disobeyed his guru to obey Krishna. So that is good thing. Even if that is situation with yourself, you have to do. And that's why, because of this, he got the position of, yeah. So in 8.20.14, can you pull up the verse, bro?
Which one?
14. Anyone would like to read? Aloud. Om Prabhu.
Translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued. Thereafter, the spiritual master Shukracharya, being inspired by the Supreme Lord, cursed his exalted disciple Bali Maharaj, who was so magnanimous and fixed in truthfulness that instead of respecting his spiritual master's instruction, he wanted to disobey his order.
So here he even cursed his disciple that if you don't do this, there will be a lot will happen to you and everything will be gone from you. So I was listening to class in that it was mentioned, like even if you are giving donations to Vaishnavas or Brahmins, and if they are right Vaishnavas or right Brahmins, not like they are behaving like this in temple and after going back they are doing something else. So even if you get nothing in your pocket left, because now we have kurtas, nothing pocket in our left, yeah, so it's good still you get written in the history so that you are the greatest donor or something. So do we know who is the biggest donator person till now? No, it's Bali Maharaj. It's Bali Maharaj. We are reading Bali Maharaj. It's Bali Maharaj. Yeah. So this is, if someone comes in between your way to Krishna, then you should pay the obeisance first and then disobey them and move forward to Krishna. Yes. So examples are Prahlad Maharaj disobeyed his father. Vibhishan disobeyed his brother to go to Ram. Gopis disobeyed his husband to go to Krishna. Yeah. So Lord forgets and accepts a person who does Vaishnav Seva. Right? So as Bali Maharaj washed his feet, everything got changed. So now he also got the position as Mahajan. He's doing donations. He's now one of the 12 Mahajans. So there is one thing, when Devaki and Vasudev, after getting married, they were going, and the chariot was driven by Ravana, also Kans. Kans, yeah. So he was doing service, right? Vaishnav service it was. But then Indra was like, he's doing Vaishnav service. If Krishna will see this, how will he kill him in future? This is really tough, because Krishna is just coming to deliver him. That was the thing. So then he saw something, and then what he did? Akashvani. It was the sky of voice. Yeah, sky of voice. And then he will be killed by voice of the sky. Then he will be killed by Devaki's son. Okay, then he got really angry and then he did everything. He put them in jail and everything. Similarly, when we hear some rumors, when we are serving some devotees, example, if you are serving some devotees and then someone comes to you and say, do you know his past? He used to run a slaughterhouse. He used to do this. Then that gets in your mind and then you were like, your intentions got changed. You still do service, but not with your full heart. That is the thing. So one more thing, like sometimes we keep away from Vaishnavas because we think they'll get away everything from us. Like if we involve them in our life, what about our comfort? What about our waking late in morning? What about our skipping rounds and everything? Then Vaishnavas are just like agents of Vamanadev. They just come in your life and ask 3 steps of land. And then they take everything. And they give Krishna to you. Okay, then Prabhu.
Questions?
That's it? Okay, question answers. Yes, Antariksh Prabhu. Next. Sorry. Yes.
No, first of all, accept my sincere apology, Prabhu. My understanding was mistaken.
then he became a drop-in condition. So can you mention that?
I listened in lecture. I can give you the lecture link. Yeah, it's by His Holiness. I don't remember the name, but I can give you. He's from he's Guru, so it's okay. Yeah. No. Huh?
It's okay, so he will give you the link.
Yeah, I'll give you the link. You can watch the full lecture. He mentioned 3-4 times. That's why I wrote it down.
Yes, Prabhu. You mentioned that, as Kamsa, when he heard the prophecy, he changed his mind and he did some Vaishnava Prad. So when we also hear something bad about a Vaishnava or something that is not very pleasant about their past or maybe their current activities, so how do we keep ourselves aloof or, keep our mind pure and just our duty is to serve Vaishnavas. So and that thing is not affecting us. It's just their own thing. Maybe they are going through their own purification. But then how do we not get involved in that, or how do we avoid ourselves from changing our mind and keep serving in the same way?
You have to get association of saintly persons. That is the only thing you can do. They also answered this question. Like someone asked in chat box and then they replied, "Oh, if this is happening, then you have to be association of saintly persons, senior devotees. If you have something problem, then just go to them and ask whom you trust. Then they can guide you the best. And if still you are not satisfied, go to higher authority. Go to higher authority. And if still not satisfied, then something is with you. Yeah."
You mentioned bhakti is very important and above everything. And being in this material world, we cannot see bhakti beyond everything because we are absorbed in Maya so much, surrounded in Maya all the time. So how can we actually see that devotional service is the only way and is the only way to Godhead?
Very simple answer, but as His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj used to say, that in our village, people used to go to a local doctor and they had a throat problem. So the doctor will say, "No, just drink ginger water, that's it." Like, he's not a doctor. And then they will go 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, away, and then there will be a doctor and he will give injections, he will give some, in order to take some money, he will do everything. Then, yeah, he is a real doctor. We have so many processes, this and that. Just chant. When we say chant, that's why we have. There was one disciple of His Holiness, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, and one disciple came to him and said, "Prabhupada, there is one disciple of yours, he do nothing but chant. He doesn't go in Harinam, he doesn't cook prasadam, he doesn't wash pots, he just do Harinam. So please tell him to do something." And Prabhupada was so happy. He just do Harinam? So it is not very easy. Just to he said, and Prabhupada reclaimed that, please tell everyone that I can bear all his expense, I can bear everyone's expense if they promise they will do nothing but Harinam. So chanting, it is very important. And when yes, I don't want to prolong my answer, but yes, that's, we are running, this, what is, if we get this, what is the question, what is the answer, or just answer is, we all know that answer is chanting precisely, chanting good round, chanting 60 rounds, sitting very, but we are not, no, I think that something else is the answer. I think, I think journaling can help me. I think mentoring can help me. Everything can help you if you have, I've seen people with 4 mentors, 5 mentors. You have 100 mentors, nothing can help you if you cannot chant. Nothing can help you. If Prabhupada came, if he will give some answers. I remember reading Prabhupada, it was not Leelamrit, but Shrutkirti Prabhu's book, in which there were many instances where brahmachari fall down. Prabhupada, I should get married, what should I do? Just chant. Every time somebody came, just chant. What? Just chant. He's like, he's doing this, his own mala of just chant, just chant. He's not a foolish person who just chant. Believe me, just chant. So yeah, this is, nobody can save you. You run from Harinam. Okay, I will do this service, I will do this service. No service. If you are a leader, you construct 100 temples, not doing Harinam. No, Harinam. Why we have temples? Why we have everything? So that we have some mati, some inclination towards Harinam. Everything resides in Harinam. We are doing so much to get faith in Harinam. Yeah, it is impossible to run from Harinam. And yeah, nobody can save you if you don't have, and nobody can harm you if you are just doing Harinam. Everything will come. Generally, people have this question of how will I get my guru? How will I, guru? How will I get my guru? I don't have association. Everything. That's why we have the holy name is everything. This is really our motto. Holy name is everything. Yes. Read about Srila Haridas Thakur. Read about his glories and how determined he was about Harinam, and then that will transfer. Yeah. Sorry for the long answer.
Right. I have to add something very little. I forgot which Maharaj, but I think it was in Indrajindra Maharaj. He used to say that, or he says that everything that we do, everything including service or every activity that we do, is just to develop that taste. So someday in some corner we can sit and we can chant one pure name, and that one genuine teardrop can fall from our eyes. So if we can do that, everything that we do is just for that. So yes, chanting is very, very important. If we are doing everything, we are doing 100 services, but we are not chanting our rounds properly, then it's useless.
Yeah, His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj used to say that in Bhubaneswar, I am opening crying school. This is crying school. We say chant Hare Krishna and be happy. That's for outside. That's for, chant Krishna and be happy. But when we come inside, yeah, it is crying for Krishna. Ultimate goal is, yeah, so crying school. ISKCON is crying school. And I remember one, Devanshi Prabhu was mentioning that there was, I think, some devotee who was crying. There was some pastime of devotee crying, and then Devanshi Prabhu mentioned that how the way of Krishna to get into your heart, the way of Krishna to get in, into your mind is through teardrops. So that's what I liked. Yeah, and through chanting. Yes. Any other questions?
You're talking about Kansa. His consciousness was very demonic. He was not a Vaishnava. He was not serving them with the intention of serving a Vaishnava. He was very much attached to his sister out of the love he had for her. He kind of wanted to take her to her kingdom. And the love was so conditioned that as soon as he got to know that the son of my own sister will kill him, he was just about to kill the sister immediately, and somehow Vasudeva saved Devaki, and kind of things got aligned as per God's Leela. But there was very conditioned love,
Even if you serve Vaishnavas unintentionally, still you get that mercy. So, if suppose if you are a doctor, right? So you're serving a Vaishnava, and you are not a Vaishnava, you don't know anything. But still, even after doing his treatment, you'll get benefits. That is the thing.
I was talking about the question that Prabhu